Good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, let's try this here. Alright, going live on TikTok as well. See if this is going to show that I am actually live where I want to be. And yes, it is. What do you know? Actually, I need to close a few of these things off to make my big PC actually run a little bit better. Actually, no, I want to keep that. Okay, we're going to close that down though. Keep the calendar open because I don't do calendar. I don't do good morning, good morning, good morning. Okay, there we go. Now, I want to. Hey, Constance, hope you're doing well. I'm just going to send this out to a few people. I am also live, by the way, on YT. It's a little slower. There is a little bit of a noticeable lag between YT and here, but the sound quality is decent. Screen is actually decent as well. So, can't complain too much with that one. Hope you're doing well, Constance. Let's see here. I always forget who I send this off to because of the way TikTok is set up. I actually have an interesting idea for a generator that someone had suggested, so I'm going to try that. But right now I'm just sending out this live to a few people on in TT land there. Let's see here. Let's do that. There's a few people I actually have to remove from my list one of these days. There we go. And let's go to, let's see here. Because she was saying that she was not getting notifications, so I will, there we go. Just to be on the safe side. There we go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everyone's well this morning, this fine morning. Hey, Ron. Thanks for swinging in. Let's see here. Let's open up GenSpark. Just because I'm paying for it. I have a rather interesting idea for a generator, and I want to see if it's going to work or not. Never tried this before. So we will give it a go, and we'll see. And I'm also, on my laptop, rebuilding part of my factory. Well, one of my factories, anyways. Oh, wait, did I send those off to Jax? Hey, Anna. So, let's see here. Hold on a second. I gotta send this off to one more person. I think I sent it to Jax. If not, if I did, it's doubled. So, there we go. Okay, let's see here. That's an overview. I don't want an overview. There we go. Okay. Hey, Buster. Let's see here. I need to go to Arc because Arc will actually build this a lot better. Where did Arc go? Arcatron. There we go. And voila. Okay, cool. We have that all set up. So I'm going to actually talk to Arcatron here. Arc is my persona, by the way. And he is literally designed to build HTML generators. So I need a new HTML generator. Hey, Creations. I'm actually going to try something new on the HTML generator side because someone actually suggested it, and I'm not even sure if it's possible. So we're going to give it a try. So I need a new generator. HTML generator. This one is going to be for coloring books for kids. We're going to do a kids coloring book. This will be all about cute teddy bears. just for the sheer hell of it. And another Brendan. Now that everyone's come in. So, I need, let's see here, 30 options per drop down. I need line thickness. Line thickness. I need different types of teddy bears, locations, let's see here, backgrounds. Let's see here. That should actually do for right now. What I'll also tell them, give me the typical. Well, actually, I don't even need the typical stuff. So, let's see here. Give me any other drop downs you think I need. Oops. You think I need for. Hey, Petra. Thanks for joining. And hello, everyone that's coming in. I'm going to try something a little bit new on these on an HTML generator because someone asked, and I'm not sure if it can be done or not. So we're just going to try it right now. See, any other you think that I need for a great coloring book generator? I want a great visual background for the subject. I want the photo prompt. Oops, photo prompt. A video script, and a Suno music prompt. I want the photo prompts to actually give me 5 separate prompts that I can select and copy individually if I want to. So we're going to press enter. And we're going to see how well this comes up with or not. So that's the prompt right there. As I said, I do not know if this is going to work or not. But someone had asked me if I can do something like this. So we're going to see if it can actually do that or not. I wouldn't see why it can't. It might make it a little bit more complicated of an HTML generator, but that shouldn't be too bad. By the way, I am doing a dual broadcast, so I am here and also on YT, which might be a little easier to see on your screen, depending on, your settings and all that good jazz. But we are going to see if this actually works. Now, I want to introduce to you guys, and some of you actually watched me build this. This is the brain dump. While we're waiting for the HTML generator to do this thing, let me just minimize that just down a little bit. It makes it a little easier to see. There we go. This is actually the brain dump. Now, for some reason yep, there we go. Just making sure. Yeah, I'm actually streaming both. And if you look up Grumpy Marketer 50, I do believe. Yep, it's Grumpy Marketer 50. That'd be my channel. Now, the brain dump here, for those, good evening, Bo. The brain dump, for those that actually missed me vibe coding this into existence, is basically a way of recording your own ideas for, say that you're up at 2 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep, and you have all these ideas running through your freaking head, and instead of writing them down, either losing them or having your entire desk covered in sticky notes so that you don't lose an idea. Oh, this is because of the fact that this is the brain dump right now. What I'm showing you is the brain dump. The idea behind this is it actually requires 2 APIs, OpenAI and Claude's API. Now, these are very cheap to run. I literally did a 2.5 hour long transcription from one of my TikTok videos, and it literally for the Voice Factory, It didn't cost me a thing. For 2.5 hours, I literally got a full transcription, got a ton of ideas, a ton of social media posts, all off of one of my own lives on TikTok, and I think it literally cost me maybe 20 cents all total. But right now, this is the brain dump, and all you got to do, we're going to record this here, and I'm going to show you this. I'm just going to say, okay, I have this really strange idea for a TikTok live. I am going to be doing an entire vibe coded product. I'm not 100% sure on the product, but I think it's going to be something to help with managing consistency. Maybe we will do a calendar for social media, just as a reminder that we want to post at a certain time at a certain date, and maybe have it set up an alarm. We hook it to Google Calendars, maybe, so that it buzzes on our phone and annoys the shit out of us, just to remind us that, hey, we said that we were going to post at this time, this specific time, this specific day, all just to give everyone a little bit better of a chance of consistency. So we're going to go over that. One person just literally asked me if I'm going to go over the UI, UX today, which, yes, by the way, I can do that easily. So let's build something off of that. All right, now, this is literally going to transcribe. Voila. It's kind of hard to read, but it literally transcribed the entire thing for me, and it's going to organize this for me. So we have literally app concept, vibe coded social media calendar. Boop. There we go. And now if I wanted to, I can expand this. But before I do that, let's go to here. As you can see, I have $27.29 in my API account. So we're going to go 29. I don't do math. It's too early in the morning. F5 it. Just to organize that, it cost me 1 cent. Literally, it cost me a penny. Now, if I want to organize this, to expand this, all I literally have to do is come over here where it says expand. Press expand. And we'll just wait for it to actually expand on that idea. And the reason why I'm showing this to you is because I'm going to knock my phone over first, apparently. I'm actually going to take this idea that we just got from the brain dump, and I'm going to put it into the TikTok factory. AVM. And the idea behind the TT factory is to help us be a little bit more consistent and give us some really good ideas on how we should be running our, well, not how we should be running our lives, but it's going to give us ideas. It's going to give us talking points. We can even do an entire month worth of content off of one idea that we have off the brain dump. I've actually run this last night just to see what it would come up with. Cost me 24 cents, and I literally have an entire calendar for 1 month, all off of just one idea. And that was typing. This was the very first time. This is literally the very first time that I did the brain dump. So we have, let's go to 27. Oops, clear that out. So 27, 28, and to expand on the idea that the brain dump gave us, that cost us minus like 2 cents, I think. 2, 27, 25. Yeah, okay, 3 cents. So all total, 4 cents to literally get us an idea, to actually organize the idea. And we have business ideas as well. And then we have the expanded output. So what we're going to do is we're going to save everything, save season. And we're going to go there. Let's go into our seasons. Go to brain so that we can actually see it. Make sure it is organized at the right time. It is. Let's go to PDF. And here we go. Let me just see if I can get this entire PDF in there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to or not, but So we literally have raw transcription. Okay, I had this really strange idea for TikTok Live. By the way, the transcriptions does not cost you anything. At least it hasn't cost me anything. And I literally did a 2.5-hour video, had it completely transcribe it, and it didn't even touch the needle on my OpenAI key. Because we're using what they call Whisper off of OpenAI. Let's just, actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's just double check and see if I've actually moved the needle or not. Go to Google. Actually, we got to go to OpenAI billing. Here we go. Billing overview. I have $5 to begin with, and I'm still sitting at $5. Thank you for the gifts. And I have some kind of weird flash goal. That was a flash goal. Let's just start that. There we go. All right. I guess I can pin that. Hey, I'm doing something new. Okay. I have literally used OpenAI's API 12 times now so far. The longest one that I've done this was literally 2.5 hours. I took one of my lives off of my Google Drive file, which, by the way, if you want my replays, they are on my Google Drive. You can actually, if you don't have the Drive file, DM me. I'll send it to you. So I downloaded one of those off my Drive files, put it into the Voice Factory, and literally it did the full transcription perfectly, by the way. Even though I talk fast, it literally did these perfectly. And it gave me a lot of content just using the Voice Factory off of that one TikTok. I think it was yesterday's or the day before. Can't remember. So we literally have, this is the brain dump. So we literally have the brain dump session, raw transcription. Okay, we have app concepts, vibe coding a social media calendar. We have core features. So this was literally, I had to expand on it. So we're going to have user selects 1 to 3 content aesthetics from a curtailed library, dark, whatever the hell. Visual content calendar with Google Calendar Sync. A drag and drop posting schedule that overlaps on top of existing Google Calendar events. Users block post windows visually, see conflicts with real-time commitments automatically, and tag each post slot with performance, basically where you're going to post this stuff at and content type. Vibe match notification engine, featured post. So, of course, we have my branding all over the place, which is typical for me. Don't want people to forget what this is. So we literally have, the technical stack, React Native, single code base for iOS and Android, backend, notifications, Google Calendar integrations. So, this was just an idea that I threw up there, and this is what the brain dump actually gave me. All for 4 cents. Transcription and expanding on the idea that I gave it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into, let's see, I need to actually copy. Where is that one? There we go. Let's going to copy the TXT file. We're going to go into the TT Factory file. I was lazy this morning on naming. We're going to go to Assets. Nope, that's the wrong. Oh, Brain Dump. And we're just going to import it there. We're going to paste that there. I have two posts on there already. Now this is the TikTok Factory. This is literally going to help us come up with ideas because we need to be a little bit more consistent, especially myself, when it comes to our lives. If you just do random stuff for TikTok, then you don't need this. But if you want to do on-branded stuff and you want to teach, and sometimes it's a little hard to come up with ideas of, well, what am I going to teach tomorrow? What am I going to talk about tomorrow? Well, the factory is going to help us do that. We are going to literally go to make sure that we actually have my brand Bible already loaded up, because this is going to give us all on-branded material. So we have the brain dump So we're going to load the text file. Make sure I grab the right one. And then all we got to do is we can literally do, it's going to give us an entire script that we're going to be able to do that. So all we got to do is generate ideas to begin with. Hey, Lucy. And it's literally slowly building us out some ideas. It'll actually blow it up a little bit better in just a second. To where, hey Lady T, to where I can literally, if I want to, I can copy these ideas and then I can build an entire calendar off of this. So that I will have 30 days worth of material to sit there and talk about. And this way I can plan my TikToks a little bit better. And here we go. So we literally, let me just see if I can... Lucy, send me a DM and I will give you a direct link, because once in a while Beacons can be a real pain in my ass about that. I do not know why it does that. But there is nothing wrong with the actual drive file. It will literally send you, it's supposed to send you straight to the drive file to where you can download the video. So just shoot me a quick DM and I will give you the direct link to it. So we literally have, let me just zoom in on this a little bit so that we can actually see this a little bit better. And focus my computer a little bit better. Focus my phone a little bit better. There we go. So we literally have idea 1. If my phone will stop vibrating. Oh yeah, that worked well, didn't it? Look here, stop that. There we go. Technology. The bane of my existence some days. So we literally have live building a real product on TikTok Live from scratch. No script, no paint, no polish, no guru nonsense. We have angles. We have another idea why most content creators fail at consistency, and it's not a discipline problem. Idea 3, vibe matching your products tools to your actual aesthetics and why it matters for follow through. Idea 4, walking through the UX, UI, UX decisions of a real app in real time. Live on camera, taking audience questions. Idea 5, why your phone notifications are the most underrated marketing asset you're ignoring. Idea 6, the real reason people don't post consistently, blank page paralyzation, not laziness. Google Calendar is free and most business owners use it like a digital sticky note. Here's what they're missing. So we have another 8. Let's see, how many ideas did they give me? Okay, gave me 10 ideas. So building a public on TikTok, why the process is the content. Idea 9, why solo developers and small business owners should vibe code their MVP instead of perfecting it. And consistency, let's see here, what's that? Streaks as accountability, why seeing your missing posts in red on a calendar, and more notification than any guru prep talk. So I can literally build out any and all of these if I want to. And that's what we're going to do. We're literally just going to build out, because all of them sound like a good idea. And then we're going to generate a script. Well, actually, we're going to send that to a calendar. We can literally send this to, let me go all the way over here, send to calendar. So we're going to send that to calendar. And we're going to click on the 30-day calendar. Whoop, there goes my phone again. And now, sorry about that, folks. I hope you enjoyed the trip. So, let's say, which days will you actually post? Be honest. So let's go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And what the hell? We'll go Saturday as well. 6 days. Keep the setup as for just give us a free day for Sunday. Let's see here. Time that I'm going to post, AM, because I do not do PM. We'll go AM. Let's see here. How many posts per day? We're going to go with 2 posts per day. Monthly brief. Main theme of focus for this month. And we're just going to go vibe coding. Vibe coding. And consistency. And see, good thing that the AI knows how to spell and I don't. Grow follower. We have options of grow followers, drive traffic to a link, build community engagement, promote a product or service, establish niche authority, and launch something new. Let's go establish niche authority. And if you have a promotion or events, you can put that in there. Allow calendar to vary formats freely. Recommended. So we're going to save the schedule. And then we're going to actually come all the way over here. And we're literally going to find where it says that. There we go. And we're just going to generate the factory. We're literally going to generate the entire month worth of content. So as you can see, we have week 1. Day 1, it's going to give us talking points. So basically, this way we can actually read through the entire month's worth of PDF. And we will actually be able to add comments to it if we want to. We can read through it and so we can literally say, okay, hey, this is all really good. This is what I'm going to use for the entire month. So that you can go back to it every single day. Every time you're going to make a post or you're going to do your live, you can look at your PDF calendar. You can save it as a CSV if you so want to do that, or a text file. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, this is only PDF and text. I thought I put it as a CVS. Huh, I'll have to do that. CSV, sorry. Yeah. That's kind of funky. I thought I actually made it do that. And this should cost us about 24 cents. Actually, it might cost us a little bit more because of the fact that I had it do give us ideas off of the brain dump. Which, by the way, the brain dump is on my store as a single product. Link in my bio. And the TikTok factory will actually be up today for those that actually have the generator suite. And this will be standalone, and it will actually include the brain dump as well. I'm going to be charging $115 for the first 10 for the TikTok factory, and then I might jump the price up. I haven't fully made up my mind. But introductory price is $115. For the brain dump, it is $27. And I've been using the brain dump a lot more than usual of late because of the fact that I get some weird ideas once in a while later at night, and my wife rolls her eyes at me when I'm recording my own voice. It's like, why are you doing that? Because I don't want to lose the idea, that's why. Because my brain is scattered. I don't know about you, but my poor little the squirrel in my head has had one too many energy drinks, and I'm pretty sure he's about ready to vibrate right out of my head and start terrorizing more hamsters. Or he's looking for a new hamster wheel, one or the other. So we are literally, I can be doing other things, which, by the way, that's what we're going to do. I had this, a client came to me this morning, actually, and asked if I could make a generator that will do 5 posts in one. So basically, it'll do one post after the other, so that they can literally make an entire coloring book. Oops, hold on a second. Let's see here. What's this generator? Let's see here. Oh, that was way too far up. Hold on a second, folks. I went too far. I forgot this was not a brand new chat. This was an old chat that I have Architron loaded into it, so that I didn't have to do a ton of freaking typing prompt-wise. Because Arc's got all the good stuff in him. There we go. Okay, Arc, I need a new generator. This one is going to be coloring books. By the way, if you want, let me just shrink that back down a little bit. Grab that prompt there. If you have Architron, just dump that prompt into Architron. If you don't, I will show you how to prompt that the long way here in just a second. Let's go File, Save As. Make sure that's in my... Nope. I gotta put that in my D drive. So I'm in my drop downs. And we're gonna go Teddy Bear Coloring Book. .html. HTML. Always remember to save your files as an HTML file, because if you do not, it will save it as a text file and it will annoy the ever living shit out of you. And we'll go here, and voila, we have our nice little teddy bear coloring book. Voila. So see, it's not kindness. If you buy something from me and you can't get it, that's bullshit. You know. And as always, if you guys have any questions after you watch the video, the video is like an hour and 25 minutes. If you have questions, always feel free to ask me. So we have the bear type and character. We have outfits and accessories, locations and settings, activity and pose, line art drawing style, background and scene details, mood, season and theme, custom details. We're going to randomize all of them. And we're going to generate this. And boom. Hey, what do you know? You can actually do this, folks. You're most welcome. Okay, I'll get you the prompt. Holy shit, this actually works. All right. Here's the prompt. Now, this is for Architron. Architron is my AI persona that builds HTML generator, so I don't have to sit there and make this long-ass prompt to get what I want. So, oh, and Lucy, I will always, always, always stand behind my products, and I will stand behind my customers as well. Grab the screenshot here, and I'm going to show you how to build this thing now that I know it actually works. And holy shit, I didn't know if it was going to work or not, though. See, this is what I mean. The best way that you are going to learn how to do this is if you play. If you have a weird-ass idea and you're not sure it's going to work, fuck it. Do it anyways. Literally go to the AI and say, hey, I have this crazy idea. Let's build it. The worst thing that's going to happen is it's going to bomb. It's going to suck. Prime example, I tried to build, now, as a few of you may know, I have an entire, no, this is not a regular prompt. I will give you the regular prompt in just a second. I have what is called the Generator Factory Suite. This is now currently 12 factories, and each of them are standalone exe files, so that you can grab whatever you want, and you don't have to deal with the bloated software. So if you have, you know, you're seeing how you're on TikTok and you have TikTok, the TikTok factory is going to help you with consistency. It's going to give you ideas. It's going to give you talking points to help you improve the consistency of your entire TikTok. If you have IG, there's an IG factory that will, nope, I am not co-hosting anything. If you have a IG, there's an IG factory that does all the kinds of posts for you. All on brand. There's even now an FB factory. Which, by the way, everyone that has the Generator Factory, you are going to have the FB factory. There's a LinkedIn. There's a Link factory. There's an entire list of factories that you have access to. Right now, the price is $500 for 4 more people. Once I get those 4 people, I am jumping the price from $500 to $1,005, because it is still a, roughly, to be perfectly honest, about a $2,000 savings. Just by if you were to buy each individual one. Oh, my trackball's going to try to die on me. Oh, I hate this thing. Hold on a second, folks. I need to plug this stupid thing in, because I need my trackball. I thought I charged it last time. There we go. Okay. Watch the cord. Oh, this is going to be awkward as hell now. Let's see here. Yeah, that'll have to work. So, this is going to be a pain in the butt. Okay. There we go. Now my trackball won't die. Technology. Yay. So, see, I lost my track of thought. Oh, well, anyways. The TikTok factory, if I do export this to PDF, and it did do that, so let's just check this out real quick. And see, we go to outputs, go all the way down to my TikTok factory. Where is it? There it is. Voila. Outputs, calendars, Boom. Now, as you can see, or kind of see, there we go. I literally have a 30-day TikTok content calendar. Day 1, Monday, 7 a.m. Format, talking head with punchy text overlays. Opinion hook. And let's see here. Okay, just seeing if anyone was in my YT or not. Concept, most content creators don't fail at consistency because they're lazy. They fail because nobody ever told them consistency is a systems problem, not a personality problem. This video calls out the guilt spiral and reframes it immediately. So I have talking points, hook angle, caption starter, hashtags, of course, which, by the way, notice this hashtag. I want everyone to notice this hashtag. The Grumpy Marketer, right there. That is my own hashtag. Everybody here, all 11 of you, need your own hashtag. This way, if you start when you make content, if somebody actually likes your content and they want to grab your attention, they can literally use the Grumpy Marketer hashtag. It will lead back to you. All of your very first, in all honesty, the very first or second or very last hashtag should honestly be your hashtag. And this goes for every platform that allows hashtags. I don't care what platform you're on. You need to have your own hashtag. Thanks for the heart meat, Constance. This way, if someone randomly finds one of your TikToks and really likes it, or your social media content and they really like it, they're going to see that, hey, this person has their own hashtag. This business has their hashtag. I'm going to search this hashtag because I want to see more of what they have. Then they share it with a friend. That friend sees the Grumpy Marketer hashtag and they snicker about it. And it's like, well, hell, let's just see what this hashtag's all about. And it's going to lead back to my material. So everything is going to be literally lead right back to you, to your main account. Your main social media account is then going to lead to your website, or your it will literally link back to you in every single way. We want all of this to be branded material, folks. We want every social media to lead right back to us, so that it will lead back to our main website, whatever website that is. Like if you go to my link in bio, it will direct you straight to my webpage. Well, to On Brandley's Rabbit Hole, which is a entire system that I'm proud to be a part of. We do hosting, we do emails, we do a ton of stuff. But every single piece of content that I put out has the Grumpy Marketer hashtag. It will lead to my social media. My social media links automatically straight to my website, so that people can actually go in, explore, find my stuff, buy my stuff, maybe learn from articles if I so decide to start writing articles, the whole kit and caboodle. This is done with the hashtags. So we literally have another day one, second post, Mondays, concepts, day 2, Tuesday, 7 a.m. So I literally could sit down on a Saturday or Sunday and make all of this content for video-wise. If I so decided to do this, have it ready and waiting to actually go post it. Or I can use some of these for live ideas. Like the talking point here on day 3. Color-coded content pillars, not just appointment and birthday. So every day, it's literally going to be about this one vibe-coded calendar. And I will do a live while I'm actually vibe-coding the calendar into existence. So everybody can watch and everyone can learn how I'm doing this, if I so wanted to do this. I think day 4 might actually talk about, one of these days we'll actually talk about the UI, the UX, and all that good jazz. So I literally now have an entire 30-day calendar of content. Day 25, Yep. Why is it only day 25? How strange. Okay, well, it's only day 25. I may have to fix that. So, it's basically very close to an entire month's worth of content. So that tells me I have something else to fix on the TikTok factory. And that totally the entire cost for an entire month's worth of content. Let's go 27, 25, F5 this. Let's see here, minus 26, 96. And this was to get the ideas as well as the, let me do that there. So to get the ideas and to generate everything into a content for an entire month, it cost me 29 cents. That's it. That's the entire cost for me to have an entire script, an entire month script on this one product. So we have 25 days worth of talking points, concepts, talking points. And this way, TikTok seems to kind of like when we do things that are a little bit more like mini series and whatnot. So I could turn this into an entire series on one piece of content. All on literally just talking about this one vibe-coded calendar. So we're doing two posts a day, 6 days a week. Let's see, if we go 2, that's 12. So if we go 12 times 4, that's 48 pieces of video that I can make for TikTok. Short videos. I can go into the video factory and make all of these very, very quickly. Generate some photos for it. And make some short videos. And boom. I have my content for the entire month. Very, very cheap. Those 48 videos would cost me, let's see here, if I remember correctly, it's 3 cents per video. Let's do a safe side and say it's 10 cents. I know it's not 10 cents, but we'll do it on point. I don't want that. Let's see, back that up. 0.1. So $4.80 for an entire month's worth of content. And that's going off 10 cents. In reality, it's between 3 to 4 cents. But either way, $4 for an entire month of content that I don't have to struggle to make. I can literally go into my, take these entire ideas, go into my video factory, make some photos, and make 48 short videos, anywhere from 25 seconds up to a minute 10. Put them on here on TikTok as content that can lead into my lives. My lives then would lead to my screen. It would literally lead to my entire screen. So the entire setup, all just off of one factory. The entire suite is designed so that we can actually build social media content faster and on brand with consistency. So let us go back to this interesting HTML generator that I have. Where do you go? There we go. All right, as you can see, let me make sure you can actually see this. I have 5 prompts in one for the video for the teddy bear coloring book. Just randomize the entire thing. I can individually copy these and run them so that I don't have to sit there and generate them. And they're all different. Let's make sure they're all different. Yep, they're all different. So I literally have 5 prompts in one generator so that we don't actually have to randomize this. And we have Suno Music, we have video. So let's just see how these actually look. Let's go to Jenny Spark. Where's Jen Spark? There you are. Let's go to here. We're going to close that off because I don't need that on there. I don't need my Grumpy Brand Bible. We'll go to AI Art. And we're going to go here. Paste that in there just out of curiosity to see how well these do. So apparently we can actually have an HTML generator that will produce 5 different prompts within the same generator. I did not know if that was possible. So let's close these off because I don't need these up. And let's see here. Oh, good. For those, by the way, that are here that have the Video Factory. Yeah, I'll repeat that in a minute. Natasha. Now, for everyone that actually has the Generator Factor suite that is online here now, the Video Factory is actually going to have an update very soon. I fixed the breaking news template, and it's actually made it so that we can have better control over how long the text stays on the screen and the visibility of the screen, because it's going to have like a shadow box over top of it, well, behind it, to make the stuff pop up. That literally just finished. Good morning, Jax. And what we're creating is, right now, I've made a generator for teddy bears, coloring book wise. But the interesting thing here is, where did it get to? Notice how I literally now have 5 prompts in one generator. So we have 5 different prompts that we can copy and paste and put in there, so that we don't have to sit there and randomize and generate one prompt at a time. This is a woohoo moment. And this is thanks to a client. She asked if I could do this, and I have no idea. I said, I have no idea. Let me try. So I tried on live. So we literally have an entire generator that does 5 separate prompts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to do this the long way, instead of using Architron. Which, by the way, Architron makes things so much easier. So, what we're going to do... Oh, and Jax, I don't know if you heard me or not, but I did get the Video Factory fixed with the added bonus stuff that we talked about last night. So, we're just going to go... Let me make sure that you can actually see this. Actually, I know what I need to do. Oh, scoop back a little bit more without pushing my monitor completely off the desk. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Ignore the bobbing fishy there. So, I need an HTML generator. This will have 30 options per drop-down. It will have locks on every drop-down. First option is none. The rest is to be alphabetized. Now, I do this part first so that I don't forget, because I've been forgetting to put this in there, and it annoys me when I do not have locks and the stuff is not alphabetized. And the reason why I always tell it the first option is none is so that if the user does not want to include the options in one of their generations, they don't have to. It will just skip right over it if it's none. It will treat it as blank and it won't fill it in. Without having that none, that first option none, it will force the user to put in an option, and that can really wreck the photo. So, the subject is teddy bear coloring books. Now, you always want to tell it what the subject's going to be. So the next thing is we're going to tell it what drop-downs that we want. I want location, teddy bear styles, line styles. Let's go art styles, locations, action and poses, accessories. Let's see here, outfits, backgrounds, and then I'm going to give it just a little bit of freedom, and I'm going to say, and any other drop downs that you think I need to make this a really great generator for coloring books. I need a generate button, a copy button, a clear all button, and a randomize button. Yeah, props or actions, whichever one you want to put in there. And the randomize button. I need a photo prompt, a video prompt, video script prompt, video script, a Suno music prompt. Now for the photo prompt, I want 5 individual prompts that I can individually copy. Let's see here. So let's see here. I want the photo prompts. I want for the photo prompt. Now for the photo prompt, I want 5 individual prompts that I can individually copy. And then and I want a. Let's go. I want 5 presets as well. Make the background truly a visual treat, and highlights the subject matter. All right, now I'm just going to send this in, and I will let you guys grab. Let's see here. I'll let you grab the prompt, and this is actually loaded through Claude Sonnet 4.6. Oh, hold on, stop that. Quit going up. Okay, there you go. Grab your screenshot. Let me just zoom this in real quick so you can actually see a little bit better. There we go. And yes, Jax, without timestamps and scene directions, I do believe. And we're going to let this run. So as you guys saw, so far, hey, Sister Slim, thanks for joining me. As you guys actually saw, and I'll just pop this up here again, I literally have an entire month's worth of content for TikTok. And it cost me, what did I say? It cost me like 24, actually all total, if I remember correctly, it was like 40 cents or something like that. And I can actually use all of this. Let me just shrink it back down again. There we go. I can use the entire thing now to help me be a little bit more consistent with my lives. I don't have to sit there and struggle with, the day before, well, what the hell am I going to actually talk about? I can even turn these into short videos using the Video Factory. So that if I wanted to, hey, guess what? We have an entire video. I have an entire month's worth of content that I can use the Video Factory. And for this entire month's content, just using the Video Factory, it would cost me probably between $4 to $4.80. Probably even less than that, to be perfectly honest. But this is literally giving me 48 pieces of content, all on brand. And this is what we, thank you for the gifts. This is what we actually need to do. We need to do on-brand material. If you want to stand out, and we all want to stand out, you have to build yourself a brand Bible. The brand Bible is literally going to help you produce some really amazing things, some very amazing content, all on brand specifically for you, so that people will start be able to, at a glance, see your videos on TikTok and say, oh, hey, that's Jax's style. That's Jax right off there. Or, oh, hey, that's Sister Slim stuff. Constance has her own style. As soon as even at a glance now, if I just happen to be doom scrolling through TikTok, I see Constance's style, and boom, my mind says, oh, hey, that's Constance right there. And that's because she's doing it all on brand. She has her own style. And this is what we need to do. We need to be able to make our own style, our own brand, to stop the scrolling. So we need hooks. We need, and you can actually ask the AI for hooks. It will actually give you some really good hooks. The whole thing. Yeah, exactly. See, this is what I mean. This is what you need to do. You need to be able to have your own branding style. So, this is where the brand Bible, you start with your brand Bible. You build it out, and then you can go to the AI and say, hey, I need this kind of hook. I need this, I need this, I need this. And this is where the Generator Factory Suite comes in. It literally will make pretty much any social media content for you on brand with a simple idea. I mean, even the Brain Dump EXE program. 2 o'clock in the morning, you should be sleeping, but you're not for whatever reason. You have this really great idea. You can just literally press the talk button, jabber away for 5-6 minutes, however long you want. It will actually, and I hate using this word because it makes me break off into hives, but it will actually organize our thoughts better. And we can even have Claude expand on those ideas. So it organizes everything. The whole thing. It literally makes it so much faster. If you are into Pod, which is print on demand, I literally have a Pod factory that will build you entire scripts for SEO product titles and SEO product descriptions, so that you're not sitting there going, well, what do I, how do I do this? What do I want? Because you never ever want to use the supplier's descriptions. Those do not fucking sell. But if you go to AI and you say, okay, here's my brand Bible, here is my photo of my product, here is the product descriptions, make me an SEO title and SEO description using my brand Bible. It's literally going to hit your target market's pain points, the whole thing. And it's actually going to help you sell this, sell your stuff. I actually had a high-end furniture store for a little while before a competition bought it from me. And most of the reason why the customers were coming to me, they were literally saying it was because of the descriptions. It literally stopped them, and they started reading it. It was hitting their pain points, and like, holy shit, I need this because this brand understands what I need, what the problem solves, and boom, I'm good to go. Now, let's see if Claude is done making ours. Close that off. Close all that off. Close. Yes. Close all tabs. Stupid thing. There we go. And, Claude is done with our brand new generator. So we're going to save this as a new file. And we're going to go, I'm just going to name this Teddy Bear 2. Save as. Teddy Bear 2.html. We find our file here, and that's Teddy Bear 2. And boom. We now have a brand new Teddy Bear generator prompt. 5 presets. So if we do the Cozy Bear, generate that, it screwed up. That is actually interesting. This is a good thing. Why is it a good thing? Because now I can show you how to fix this. And I'm just literally going to say, I grab the screenshot, paste that in there and say, okay, where the hell are my drop downs? Oh, and there's something else I forgot to do. If we press F12, and this is for Windows, boom, it brings up a developer screen. And see all those little red things right there? That's the warning that the AI needs to understand. So I'm going to screenshot that as well. Take this back to here. And I'm going to paste both of the screenshots that I grabbed. And we're going to let it fix its screw-ups. Of course. I mean, I'm paying for the damn thing. It better be doing what I tell it to do. And the beautiful thing about this now is, the worst thing is, if I do end up making Skynet, it's either going to treat me as a cherished pet, or it's going to off me for finally pissing it off too far. Either way, I'm either going to not know that my creation has taken over the world, or I can sit back and laugh like the mad scientist that I am and say, hey, where's my milk? One or the other. But when it fucks up, I'm going to tell it, hey, you fucked up. But the sad thing is, I also have one persona that is a little bit more grumpy than me, and when I say that, if I grab screenshots and say, hey, you left something out and it didn't, it will literally call me out and say, no, I didn't, but you, on the other hand, fucked up. This is where you find it. So it will give as good as it gets sometimes. But as you saw, it screwed up. So all I did was just grab a screenshot and said, okay, hey, you fucked up. Where's my drop downs? Fix this damn thing. And it's fixing it. It's hopping to. Because it knows if I don't like it, I will just delete it and start a brand new chat. But the AI is not a perfect tool. And I go through this. Yeah, it's more grumpy than me. And I also have my business idea persona who is supposed to be a Southern Belle, and that bitch shrinks your ego like you wouldn't believe. She's attacked me several times. She is not a Southern Belle. I don't care what she says. So you got to be a little careful with what you create, folks. But just this one HTML generator screwed up. Yeah, sometimes. This is vibe coding at its best, in all honesty. The TT Factory, as an example, there is one minor thing that I had to do, and I'm pretty sure I told it to do it, and it didn't. So I had to go back in and say, hey, I want this to be able to be downloaded as a CSV file as well. But that will take me 5-10 minutes to fix. So, but the problem is, all total for the entire suite, there are 12 programs for my suite. Every single program that I built, I had to spend at bare minimum 2 hours because of all the coding issues. Now, the other thing I will touch on right now, before I show you how to do a really cool UI, a branded UI no less, is that everyone's saying, oh, AI is going to take away jobs, especially programmers and whatnot. Horse shit. That is utter bullshit. Yes, AI is going to make it to where a few jobs are going to go by the by. Every new technology has done this. From the time that we were starting to write on cave walls all the way up to now, we have literally replaced jobs with new technology. It just is what it is. But to come out and say, oh, AI is going to get rid of all the jobs, that's bullshit. As a prime example, for my generator factory, I could come up with an idea, and we'll use the TikTok factory, which I just recently showed. The TikTok factory, I could actually go to, say, someone in Anthropic, senior developer for programming-wise, and I can give them the same system that I have. Literally, everything down to the last nut and bolt, we are literally side by side, same equipment, same connection, the whole 9 yards. And we're going to vibe code using nothing but Sonnet 4.6. The senior developer is going to beat me time-wise, and they will probably have a few extra prompts into it than what I would have, because they know their shit. I don't know a damn thing about Python, but yet I am using Claude Code to build all of these programs using Python. So when there are errors, all I can do is grab screenshots and say, hey, what the fuck? This is what's doing. This is what it's doing. Thank you for the hurt me. This is what it's not doing. This is what it is doing. We need to fix this. And I can spend a couple of hours arguing with Claude Code of, hey, you've already tried this. This hasn't worked. We need to go another route. Let's try a different route. And it's frustrating as shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is frustrating. So we now have the so-called fixes. Let's see how these actually work. And all you gotta do is repaste over top the old stuff. Click save. We find our teddy bear generator. Close that off. Control Shift R if you are on computer. Well, if you're on Windows. And there we go. We now have our drop downs, as it should be. We have several different drop downs, all total. And all we have to do is, let's just hit the cozy thing there. We're going to generate that. And boom. Look at that, folks. We have 5 different prompts that we can now copy and paste and drop into it. We have a video script and we have Suno music. Let's just generate that just out of curiosity. Let's go to producer. And turn my speakers on so that we can actually hear the freaking music. Because that would annoy me not to have the music playing when I told it to actually make a music. Then I'd have to say, hey, where's my music? And it's actually my fault because I didn't turn the fucking speakers on. There we go. We'll just let that run. But as you can see, we literally have a video script. We have a Suno script. Let's just grab one in the middle there. And we'll go to the teddy bear. And boom. Let's just try that. So, this is from my very first rendition. That is a very cute coloring book page. So that's Nana Banana. This is ChatGPT's Image 1.5. Chat Image has always done coloring books really good. I will give it that. This is Flux 2. That's kind of cute. And that's ByteDance. That's piss poor. So we literally have. Now we know for a fact. Nope, here's the music. That's loud.
My cotton arms are heavy today, holding up the weight of the world. I sit in the corner of the quilt where the lamplight hits the floor. My glass I seething, running like rivers through the white. I am just a bare thread, but I am climbing every mountain now. Oh, the wind can howl at the glass, and the winter can pull at the door, but we are sailing on a paper sea where the waves never touch the shore. Hold on, hold on. We are home, we are home. I turn the corner of the leaf.
And I can make this a hell of a lot better with, of a song using my Persona Read. But for me, to produce this song, I am using Producer every single time over Suno. Because 1, sound quality is better than what Suno is, and 2, I have way more control over the song than Suno has even ever given us control over. I can go down to different, I can literally have it do different instruments. I can literally tell it high, low notes, lyrics. If I want it to sound similar to an artist, I can actually say, hey, this is what I want. I have made my own literal AI singers as well, all using Producer and using 2 of my personas. So, for me, it is Producer every which way. And this actually has been giving me 2 songs of late, which is kind of cool. This is the Bear Library. You're most welcome. And it's the same price as Suno. And it's running off of Google, actually. They partnered up with Google.
My cotton arms are heavy today.
That's a little. Oh, here we go. This is the first one.
My cotton arms are heavy today, holding up the weight of the world. I sit in the corner of the quilt where the lamplight hits the floor. My glass I seething, running like rivers through the white. I am just a bare thread, but I am climbing every mountain now.
Oh, that's enough of that crap. It's too cheerful in the morning for me. Let's see here. This is the second rendition. Okay, holy crap. That's a coloring book and a half. That is Nana Banana. That is ChatGPT's. Now that would be for an adult coloring book. No, I'm not doing that. Stop inviting me to co-host. Let's see here. We have, this is Flux 2. And that's ByteDance. Now see, ByteDance actually did a really good job of that one. But this would not be for a kid's coloring book. This would be for an adult coloring book. I would love to see a little kid try to color all those things in. Talk about annoying the shit out of them. Although it might keep them busy for a few minutes. Will you stop that? Do not show for 10 minutes. Fine. People need to leave me the hell alone. I do not co-host. And if I'm going to co-host, we arrange it beforehand. So, we literally have a generator now that, as you see, has 5 different prompts within, and each individually being able to be copied. You want to make sure that you tell it that each one has to be individually be able to copy, because what will happen is if you don't do that, it's going to copy all 5 in one go, which would be irritating as shit, because then you would have to literally dump it into a text file and then separate them out. So again, if you want the prompts, let me find the prompts. Let me go all the way back to the top here. Watch your eyes if you're scroll sensitive. Past the part where it's screwed up. Go all the way up to here. And there we go. That is the prompt. Let me zoom in. Grab your screenshot in case you haven't done that yet. So we now know that we can actually build an entire generator with 5 different prompts built in. As I said, I wasn't even sure if it was going to work, and holy shit, it works. So the worst thing is that idea could have been scrapped. Could have just said, nope, doesn't work. Okay, we just got to use single prompts. So now we know that we can do 5. Could probably do 10, but I wouldn't push it past 10. I've actually tried to build I did actually build a 20-in-1 generator. That was a nightmare and a half. 10-in-1 is the max that you can really realistically go without melting not only the AI but yourself. The music company is Producer AI. Let's see here. Let me see if I can. There we go. It is literally. Let me grab the URL for you. Hold on a second. Whoop. Zoom in a little bit and tip my screen up so you can see that. There you go. Right there. Grab a screenshot. That be the music company. It is producer.ai. It's like $8 a month. Well worth the money, I think. Because I can come up with some really cool songs. I can tell it what kind of singer I want. I can actually get down to the nitty gritty of the bass, where their sweet spot is, the whole thing. And it's really actually producing some really good songs. Let me back. There we go. Voila, put that centered back again. So we now know that we can do this entire generator. Now, I have another thing that I have to do that I'm going to try. And we're going to do this the long way without using Architron, just so you guys can play along as well. Now, as I said, though, Architron makes my life a lot easier. And what would be a lot easier is if my tripod without falling off the desk was out of my way. There we go. So, stupid mouse. Get over there. It's not my fault that you need to be charged. Okay, so I need a new HTML generator. This one. Now this, I'm going to show you a way that we can cheat this just a little bit. Seeing how we actually have, no, actually I'm not going to show you how to cheat this, because if you do, you might screw things up. Then you come at me with pitchforks, and I don't feel like running today. I've already run from one angry mob this morning. I don't need to do it again. Pitchforks and torches you would think would be outdated, but they're still handy. You make one or two snide comments towards a couple of women, and no sense of humor, I tell you. Let's see here. I need new HTML generator. This one will have 30 options per drop down. First option is none. The rest in alphabetical order. There we go. Now I want second option. And let's see here. There will be locks on every drop down, and also fill in the blank. The subject will be motivational scripture for Christianity. And yes, I did not spell Christianity right. There we go. That way that I know it's actually got the right proper word. And we're going to do, okay, I need a fill in the blank so that they can put in whatever scripture they want. I want location. Let's see here. Do I want to do, no, we're just going to do this as a landscape, so I'm going to tell it, this will also be just landscapes. I need location. What else do we need? Because I always try to be a little bit more specific when I can, but the brain's not working this morning, so I'm going to kind of cheat this a little bit and just say landscapes. Oh, I need time of day, seasons, and then I'm going to cheat this a little bit and just say and any other. Oops, nope. I need camera controls, lighting controls, and shadow controls, very important. And then any other drop down you can think of that I will need to truly improve this HTML generator. Oh, and I need font types and font colors. There we go. That's the best that I can do with this one. I need a generate button, a clear all button. Do not forget to tell what buttons you need, otherwise it won't put it in there. Randomize button. This is why I use Architron, because I'm lazy. A clear all button, a randomize button, let's see here. So we got a clear all, randomize button, copy button. I need a photo prompt that has 5 individual prompts that each one can be individually copied. I need let's see here, I need a video script. I need a Suno music prompt as well. And let's go with 10 presets. Make the background truly visually stunning and perfect for the subject matter. And make it so that the text of all the options and drop downs are easy to read. And a little on the bigger side for those that wear glasses. I'm tired of squinting. There. So there's the prompt. If you so want to play along, grab your screenshot. I will stop it from moving up. There we go. Grab your little screenshot. This way you can be like me and lazy and just grab your screenshot. Take said screenshot to whatever AI you want. I have a heavy preference for Claude. It just does a way better job at prompting than anything else. Let's see here. Hey, you know something? That actually looks pretty decent. Okay, I was looking at something else, by the way. So the video factory is fixed. We will see about that in a little bit. And as always, I am dual casting here and on YT. So if you want to join over there, you can join over there. I figured the screen's a little easier to see. It kind of is. But this is working out pretty well. Hey, Jim. And this generator, as well as the teddy bear generator, will be up in my Google Drive file for you all to play with once I'm off live. And today's live will actually be up on the Drive file as well in about 4 or 5 hours. Takes time for TikTok to render and all that good jazz. And as you can see, this, again, is vibe coding, folks. This is all vibe coding really is. It's telling the AI, hey, this is what I want. Not actually allowed to mention it because TikTok gets really sensitive about that, but it starts with an O. It's free, it's cheap, not too hard to set up. So, now if you have a YT channel, this is something that I just found out. Before you can actually go live over there, you actually literally have to request permission to go live, and there are a few stipulations. Your account basically has to be, I think, at least a month old and or verified, which just basically means you take a video of yourself, you provide your ID if you decide to do that, or you can do a video of yourself. You're going to have to post at least, like my channel, I think I've had like 5 or 6 videos uploaded already, and I did the whole verification with the video, because one of these days I have to get myself a photo ID, because I gave my license up, and I haven't been able to go to the DMV to get a photo ID, because I've either been having health issues or just don't fucking feel like it. But it's pretty easy to set it up. So, we literally have, right now we are literally vibe coding an entire HTML generator. And again, vibe coding, you know, everyone makes out, oh, you can do these really amazing things, and you can, but you have to be ready for the frustration, because these really great, amazing things don't work the first time. HTML generators tend to work the first time, but sometimes they don't. So you just got to be able to talk to the AI and say, hey, look, you done fucked up. Fix it. And anytime, by the way, you make changes and or you tell it to fix it, make sure you tell it to give you the full correct code. Otherwise, it's going to give you snippets and say, hey, take this little snippet, go down to line 3,000 out of 8,000 lines of code, copy and paste this. Remove line 2, remove line 77. So you have to go through all this freaking lines of code to find what it's telling you. It's just easier and, to be perfectly honest, faster just to say, hey, give me the entire freaking code. Yeah, I can't do it on. I cannot do it on live. Lady T, if you want, send me a DM, and I will send. I will actually tell you what it is in DM, because I have been warned a few times that TikTok does not like people mentioning this particular thing. But it is free, and it's relatively easy. I'm not going to say it's very easy, but it is relatively easy to set up. Because literally right now, I am vibe coding here as well as YT. YT is like a second or two behind TT for some reason. And I think it's because of the way that I have this stuff set up. I'm not perfect at it. This is like the second time that I've done this, so there will be screw-ups. Alright, let's save this. Always start with a new file. Never forget that. Because you never want to accidentally do the thing. Yeah, exactly. Give me the entire code. So we're going to go save as, and we're going to save this as motivational scripture.html. The spelling sucks, but I don't care. Let's just open this up. Let me find where my mouse went to. Let's open that up and see what this looks like. Here we go. We have a Christian scripture landscape prompt generator. So we have our scripture, so we can put in whatever we wanted to. Scripture reference. We have morning hope. There we go. For so God loved the world that he gave his one and only son. Hey, I didn't have to type anything in there. How do you like that? And we have mountain lake scenes. Wow, the background actually changes color a little bit. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Thank you, Hannah. Mention that on live, and it tends to nail you a little bit. So, take that. Do me a favor, Hannah, and take that into DM. Hey, Coco. That way I don't get tagged. And you don't get tagged. So we literally have, and thank you for explaining that, by the way, but just to be on the safe side, do take that into DM. And if we generate the prompts, boom. The thing that you were talking about, take that to DM. Thank you. So we now have five different prompts that we can do. We have a video overlay. Well, we got a video script, I should say, and we have a Suno music. But I do appreciate the help, but it's just to make sure that I don't get tagged and you don't get tagged, and everyone knows how freaking sensitive TT is. So, let's see what this scripture thingy does. Boop. So, I'm just literally just dumped this into GenSpark because I'm still paid up until the 21st, and then after that I will no longer be using said program because they are doing some serious false advertisement. Now, the other thing that I will talk about, and hopefully this does not get me bounced, you do not need, when you're vibe coding, you're going to see all these platforms from NAN to Base 44, Lovable. You don't need to use those. You can literally go to Claude Code and say, hey, this is what I want to do. The prompts, let's see, where was the presets? There we go. There are literally 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 presets. You can see 6 of them right now. Well, 8 of them, sorry. And then the other 2 are right there. Rock of Ages, and the Desert, whatever the hell the thing is. Desert Promise. And it actually has pre-built scriptures into it. So that I don't have to figure out what scriptures I want to use because I haven't opened a Bible in a very, very long time. For some reason, I go into the shadow of a church and I start smoking. I don't know why. I'm such a nice guy, too. And it left out the scripture part. But it's still kind of pretty. Basically, the presets are just that. You tell the AI that you want 5 presets, and it's basically just going to select things at random that make sense within the generator itself. And this way, we don't have to sit there and press all the buttons. We can be utterly lazy with the presets. But these aren't too bad, actually. This is GBTs. Ooh, that's pretty, actually. I could literally just put the text overlay on that one if I wanted to myself. That's Flux 2, and that's ByteDance. But that's not what I wanted. I'm going to say, okay, you left, oops, let's see here. You left out the actual scripture text part. ByteDance isn't that great, to be perfectly honest. Well, the version that GenSpark has access to, which is Seedream V5 Lite. But out of all of these, I'm going to have to say that's Nana Banana. And that's ChatGPT's. I kind of like ChatGPT's a little bit better. And I literally told it that it forgot the scripture part. So let's see here. You're absolutely right. Apologize for the models I use don't reliably render text. Let me regenerate these images using a model that exceeds at text rendering. Okay, that's 5. Image 5 is specifically designed to handle scripture text overlays. However, since you requested a mode with all 4, let me clarify. Most of these models, I don't care. Just do it. Just use all 4. See? You got to argue with it. Yeah, I can zoom in on the picture. Maybe. Hold on. There we go. Oop, a little too far. See if I can zoom in. Whee, that's as far. Oop, there you go. How's that for zooming in? So yeah, if it doesn't give you what you want, just tell it to shut up and do what you told it to do. Argue with the damn thing. But that is very pretty picture. I like that. I will save it later. And I will probably turn that into a video. Just for the sheer hell of it. Now, someone asked me earlier about UIs. My go-to for UIs is a really, really long freaking prompt. Well, it's not a prompt, but it's a long URL. It is, oops. Make sure I'm doing the right one. There we go. And it is, I can't even remember what the hell the name is now. I know it's with.google.com. My brain without caffeine. It's scary, isn't it? Oh, Jesus. I can't think of what the hell it is. That is very sad. Let's see here. What I can do is, I don't want GenSpark. Let's see here. Google, actually with google.com. It's a free one. I can never remember what it is. Experiments with Google. I don't use Flow. I've never had that much luck with it. Let's see here. Actually, what I can do is... Oh, I remember what it is now. See? Brain kicked in. That's going to come up here. It's Stitch. That's what it is. www.stitch. With Google. Go Stitch. With Google.com. Nope, that's not right. Why ain't it? See, my brain is just not working this morning, folks. Let's go Stitch. With Google. There it is. Stitch with Google. I just didn't spell Stitch right. The squirrel needs another drink. I'm going to need a drink, and it's only 8:30. So it is literally stitch.withgoogle.com. Welcome to Stitch. The URL is literally stitch.withgoogle.com. That is the entire freaking URL. If you can't remember that, just look up stitchwithgoogle.com in Google search, and it will take you straight to it. So this will actually make a really good UI for a website and or app. The very first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to copy my freaking brand Bible, which I got to find my brand Bible. We're going to go back to Google. We go Google Docs. And I'm just going to grab one of my brand Bibles. Let's go. Brand Bible. Because I've got like 40 or 50 freaking brand Bibles. Let's see here. Bound in Pixels. No. Vixen and Muse. Shadowlands. Let's do the Shadowlands just for the sheer hell of it this time. I'm going to copy my brand Bible. find the stitch thing, and I'm just going to we're doing a web UI. I'm just going to tell it I need a home page for my brand. Here is my brand Bible. And that's all. Let's see here. Make sure to hit my target markets. Pain points. And make sure to brand everything using my brand Bible. Then all we have to do is press enter. And it's going to make me a home page. This is the UI. And it will take a few minutes. It's 100% free. So it's going to literally, let's see here. We literally have, there we go. It's a little hard to see, but literally visual atmosphere using your Obsidian Black, Blood Crimson, and Moonlight Ivory palette with high contrast, something or other lighting. Strategic layouts, trust and sophistication. And it is slowly building it out. And as you can see, it's literally giving us an entire color palette of what it's going to be doing. Right here, let me just grab this so that I can move this so it's not hiding. This is what it's actually going to be using color-wise, the font styles, all that good jazz. And then it's going to be building us the entire screen, the home page. Stop doing that. Thank you. But this will actually literally build our entire front end. And then all we're going to do is literally copy it to the dashboard. And we're going to copy it once it's done. And we would save that as a straight HTML file. And then when I want to build a website, I can go to my Persona Spark and say, hey, using this UI, this is what I want. This is only the front end, Hannah. This does not do the back end stuff. To build a pay model on this one, you literally need to build the back end system. This is just the front end. This is what people see. This does not handle anything on the back end wise. So let's put that over here. Bring this a little bit more center. So we have forged in Obsidian. Let me make sure that my screen is actually literally... There we go, so that you guys can see that a little bit better. This is literally, wrong thing, right thing, there we go. So we have literally, okay, the text is a little hard to see. We have dark fantasy, occult, Victorian romance, cyber gothic, physical artifacts, which basically are, print on demand stuff if I so wanted to do this. We have the digital glamour, which basically would be your articles and whatnot. We believe in inclusive darkness and the power of sophisticated expression. The void is not a place to fear, but a canvas for the soul's deepest alchemy. And boom. Now, seeing how I don't really like the text, you can't really read it, I'm just going to say, hey. And all I'm going to just do is I'm going to say, let's see here, we're going to go back to where it lets me type, which is right here in the corner. And I'm just going to say, the text is a little too hard to read as it blends in too much with the background. Please make the text easier to read. And boom. And it will actually start building us another website. It's literally going to be fixing it. And this literally takes, by the time that you're done, I would honestly say it would probably take about 5 minutes. All total. I will say, though, this dual casting thing is a little bit of a pain in the butt because I have to pay attention to both my laptop and my computer if I want to check and make sure that the see comments and whatnot. So here is the second version. Let's see about zooming in a little bit. Control plus. There we go. Do not use their... there goes my mic. Do not use their controls because their controls kind of suck. And there we go. That's a little bit better and that's a little easier to read. Let's just zoom in a little bit more for my poor old eyeballs. As you can see, that was the old version. Very hard to actually see the text. Whereas here, you can see the text a little bit better. So, you know, the sanctuary for those who find beauty in the shadows, we manifest the ancient thought through digital alchemy and physical artifacts. Enter the void and the so we literally have the entire UI now. And this is way easier to read and see because look at that. It bumped the contrast of the text way better. Hey, Shannon. So we have the physical artifacts. We can literally have this entire UI. Then all I'm going to do is literally just make sure that this is outlined in blue. You click export, and we're just going to copy that to clipboard. Click copy. If we come here, we go to File, New. Boom. It has literally given us the entire code for the web page. Yeah, what you can do, yeah, it literally changed the font like I asked. See, you can actually read that, whereas this one here, it's hard to read because the color kind of blends in with the background a little too much. So it just brightened. It used a brighter white so that you can do this. And yes, you can actually put in as many photos as you want because what I would do, and this is running through Spark. You can literally go, here's an example. Let's say that I decide to finally get off my butt and build my website. I will hook my website up to OnBrandly and Google Sheets. The Google Sheets will allow me to completely and utterly change every single aspect of the website without messing with a line of code. I would upload my photos to OnBrandly's Media Center. Grab the URLs and just tell Spark, hey, here's a photo for my print on demand for a T-shirt. Put this where it belongs in the code, and she will literally put the HTML code. Well, not the code, but she will literally put the URL where it belongs in my code. I don't have to mess with it, and then all I got to do is just copy and paste the brand new spot, and boom. Off to the races. I don't have to fuck with things that way. I can even set it up to where I can do it through Google Sheets. I can literally tell Spark when I originally set this up that I will have print on demand. So I need a tab on my Google Sheets to where I can add products. I cheat this, to be perfectly honest. I literally use Spark, and Spark will literally write out the entire tab system for me, and all it becomes is a copy and paste. She will also give me the code because you actually have to have a code for. Instead of, let me just show you. Hold on. Let's go to Google Sheets. I will show you a setup that I have for my web page once I actually get off my ass and do it. The Grumpy website. This is my HTML website via Google Sheets. I have not actually finished making it, but as you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tabs. And each tab is going to control a certain aspect. Like this here, I can literally load my own personas, description, price, and if it's published or not. And it's going to, as soon as I make the changes onto my website, onto the Google Sheet, wait 5 seconds to let Google Sheet actually save. My website will be fully updated with whatever I put in here. But that's the easy part. There's a couple of things that you have to understand with Google Sheets. One, it is case sensitive. So when you are using Spark, or you're just going to ChatGPT or Claude or wherever and saying, hey, I want to hook my website up to Google Sheet, write me the entire sheet. You have to make sure that you copy and paste it faithfully. Because if I change one capital letter to a lowercase, I am boned. The website will not know where to find the information. Same with the products and all this stuff. If I were to change any of this very first row has to stay exactly how it is. So say that I decide that I don't like the product, I don't like that dash in the name part, and I wipe that dash out, guess what happens? My website will no longer register any of the changes that I put in there. Any of the products, it will not show up because I removed that one dash. This is 100% case sensitive. But once you actually have this, what you do is you go to extensions and you go to AppScript. Wait until that loads itself up. And boom, you have to have all of this code here. And this entire code basically tells the sheet where your website is, what it's controlling, the whole 9 yards. And Spark does this automatically for you. She will literally give you the entire Google Sheets that you need, all the tabs, everything. She will walk you through here, and the really neatest feature that I've put in Spark just recently is the analytics. This is actually, there used to be, and I think that it still is, but there used to be a program called Hotjar. Hotjar literally would track the user's mouse. So every time I went to click on, just as an example, let me find a decent website here. Okay, like GenSpark's right here. Hotjar would literally track my mouse. So if I clicked on the description here, it's going to actually say, oh, this user actually clicked on the AI developer. Let's say that for some reason nobody's clicking on the AI music. Hotjar would actually track that and say, hey, you literally have 0 users clicking on this button here. It will track, how far down the website that they've got, how far up they've done, what they've clicked on, what they haven't clicked on. And it was expensive. It was like $30 or $40 a month for tracking purposes. Now, with Spark, it literally automatically runs this through Google Sheets, so I don't have to do anything, and I can take all of this information, copy it, and go to the AI and say, okay, this is all the information that I have tracking-wise for my website. Where can I improve my website? Where is the bottleneck at? And say that one of the things that the AI starts to notice is someone is constantly clicking on, all the viewers are clicking on one photo, but that photo doesn't go anywhere. That tells me that that photo really should be a link to go to wherever I want it to go to, or where they're expecting it to go to. So that this will help me improve my website. And of course, the more information you get, the more users and whatnot, the better off that you're going to get. But this literally tracks by timestamp, season, events, elements clicked, page section, scroll depth, device type, browser, screen width, screen height, time on page, product name, coordinates as well. It gives me a ton of information that I can literally just go to any AI, more than likely it would be Claude, because Claude is my go-to now, and say, hey, I have all this information, put this in layman's terms for me. Matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll just go here, Control A, Control C, and I will actually use a little bit of my Claude time. Where is that? Here it is, Claude.ai. And I'm just going to say, okay, I have built a website, and this is all the tracking information that I have for my users. Yes, my users know that I am tracking their mouse clicks, but we are not grabbing any personal information. Look at all this info, and break it down for me, so that I can understand what I am looking at, and where I can improve my website. And then I'm just going to paste that entire thing there and send that in. And here it is. Here's a full breakdown of what your data tells you, following by interactive dashboard so you can see it full at once. What you're looking at, you have tracking data from a website called something like Grumpy, which I just was fucking around and I just literally just named it something Grumpy. We have conversion seasons from March 28th to April 7th, 2026. There are 3 distinct versions of the site being tested: the original local HTML file, which it is, and then 2 Claude.ai preview versions. And finally, a 3rd preview, which appears to be a major redesign with a Rolodex factory spinner UI, which was there. Key things happening in your data. The early sessions show a fairly standard scroll-through pattern. Most users scroll to the factory section around 50% depth, and some click on the contact cards, email, sales, and all that good other jazz. One user clicked the main CTA for the generator factory suite, which is a strong signal of purchase intent. So it's literally broke down all that data that I've been collecting. And here's a actual interactive. This is actually new that it started doing. So we have an overall snapshot. Boom. Voila. That is actually kind of cool. How far users scroll, percent of the season reach depth. We have some nice little slide bar things that we can actually look at. Click in interactives. Issues and opportunities. Unknown section, a bug. Let's see, Rolodex may be auto spinning, which it was. Factory section is a hotspot. So it's giving me some really good ideas. So we now have the top 5 actions. The fix, unknown section tracker, a big chunk of your most engaged users, frequently asked clickers and whatnot, are generating events that no section labeled, which is true because it's just a straight HTML by itself. I don't have it published or anything. Check if the Rolodex is on auto spinner, looking at your JS. If the spinner fires a tracking event on animation ticks rather than only one user click drags, your engagement data is noise. Put a stronger CTA in the categories in the factory section. That's your hottest zone. Users are clicking the sales and email cards, and at least one click the main suite, the main suite CTA. A bold get the full suite button right there could convert better. Tighten your hero images and close the FAQ loop. So all just by having that data for me, and by the way, it was just me clicking and playing around with the website because it's just on local, because I was just trying out that feature to make sure it worked. All of that information just by someone clicking on the website. And Google actually tracks, it literally gets dumped into your Google Sheets so that you can actually track that so that we can better improve our websites. And there is no coding on our part. We didn't have to do anything. We literally just followed, well, I should say what I did was I just followed what Spark gave me. Copy and pasted it. Literally, I just gave her my brand Bible and said, hey, I need a website. Using my brand Bible, gave her some details, and let her run. Told her to give me the full Spark treatment to the website, and she built something really cool, which I no longer have on my computer because I accidentally deleted it, which is no big deal. Literally, it's that easy. It is that easy to make a website now. You don't need NAN. You don't need Canva. You don't need Lovable or Bolt. Go to pay $20 for Claude, and Claude is going to build some really amazing shit. You can use ChatGPT. ChatGPT is not too bad for that. Hey, Alexandra, thanks for swinging in. So, stop paying for all these subscriptions. Which, by the way, if you were not here a couple days ago, I literally made a program live here on TikTok, vibe coded and all, called the Subscription Slayer. You can find it in the rabbit hole. Go to my link in bio, and you will find it there. And what this does, what you're actually going to do is you're going to load that HTML website up to wherever you're hosting. That's all you're going to do. As long as the hosting service allows you to have custom codes. What the hell? Hold on a second. Oh, idiots. Oh, you're literally going. Yeah, I did the very first HTML website. Well, actually, I did the UI. Let me see. Did I already closed Stitch out. Basically, though, Stitch gave us this lovely code right here. I would literally just save this code and tell Spark that, hey, this is the UI that I want to use. And she's going to faithfully recreate the UI. And the UI is literally just the user interface. That is it. And the user interface is whatever you're seeing on your screen. So this way I get full branded material every single time. My website is literally going to follow my brand. It's going to be able to, I'm going to be able to tell Spark, hey, I need this, 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 and this on my front page. Once I'm happy with the front page, then I'm going to have her build my product page. Then I'm going to have her build my blog page. I'm going to have her do all the entire websites, and I'm going to have her connect them. Because I'm going to go to OnBrandly, I'm going to load it all up, and have each and every one of them linked to each page. You can go to Claude. Claude will do very well on your website for coding. I use Claude for coding, but you can use anywhere. I would recommend either Claude, DeepSeek, or ChatGPT. I lean heavily now on Claude because ChatGPT is giving everyone a headache. Google kind of sucks for coding. DeepSeek's not too bad. I do actually have the entire team. I have a team set up on my link in bio, Architron and Spark, to actually build your web pages. And if you want to do one-on-one, yes, I do help with one-on-ones as well. You can just DM me and we can work out time, price, and all that good jazz. Just depends on what you need, on how much I'm going to charge you, to be perfectly honest. But my one-on-ones are an hour and a half, plan on 2, because as you all know, I like to gab. So I always tell everyone to literally plan on an hour and a half. In reality, it may end up being 2 hours. Because we will get sidetracked, and that's perfectly fine. So, literally, I now have a brand new TikTok Factory added to the suite. It will be actually on my link in bio as a standalone. It will include the brain dump. For the entire price will be $115. If you want the brain dump, that is $27 as a standalone. And for those that actually already have the generator suite, I will be including the brain dump in the suite as well for you all. And the whole entire idea here, like with the TikTok Factory, this is generating content for me. It's going to give me talking points entire month, or I can do by script, so that I'm not sitting there struggling and thinking, okay, what the hell am I going to do for my TikTok Live? What kind of video do I want to do? And this also comes with the entire suite. The entire suite now has 12, I do believe 12 programs so far. And I'm actually going to be doing a YT factory for specifically YT. The whole idea here is to give us very fast, clean, branded social media output. There's also the Pod Factory that will help you build really great print-on-demand descriptions and SEO titles. Again, I cannot state this enough for print-on-demand. Do not just copy and paste what Printify or Printful gives you. That description will not sell shit. You need on-brand material to actually help improve your sales. That's a given. I don't care if you're using Etsy, if you're using your own website, you need better descriptions. You need better titles. And the product, the Pod Factory literally gives you like 5 different options from Etsy, merch, Amazon merch, Teespring, and a couple other ones, and your own website. So that you're not struggling to come up with good descriptions and titles that will grab people's attention and help you sell your products. Don't just rely on the photos. You need good descriptions as well. And you need them to be on brand for you. And I am so tired of seeing people going to AI and saying, oh, I need a product description for this, and then they just blindly copy and paste it. Without a brand Bible, it's going to give you absolute garbage. It's going to sound generic. Everybody's doing it. You need to stand out. And you're going to stand out by doing your brand Bible. But the entire factory suite right now is $500 for 4 people and 4 people only. Once I have those 4 people, I am jumping the price to $1,005. This gives you full access to currently 12 programs and any and all future programs that I build that are attached to the factory. Like the 6 people that already have the factory, they have access to the Link Factory, FB, IG, TikTok, soon YT. They have a generator factory that literally builds generators in bulk. I mean, literally, a single generator costs you with just a normal generator costs you 3 cents, and you can easily sell it for $20. And all fully unbranded, or if you don't want it branded, you can literally sell it for $60 to $80. Very, very easily, because it is white labeled, and you're just going to say, hey, here's a generator that you can actually sell yourself. Put your own branding on it if you want, or you can white label it as well. There's your $60. You make one sale. It's basically free. As long as I get my $60, I'm happy. The rest of it is gravy for you. You can put it on. You can literally brand your generators. Put them on school. Make people pay a subscription to use your generators, or you can sell the generators themselves. Now, someone asked me how to actually sell the generators using like PayHip, because it won't let you do a HTML file. What you can do is you're going to go to Canva, or you're going to go to Word doc or something like that. You're going to write a thank you email, a thank you page, basically. And it's just literally going to say, thank you for your purchase. Go here to get your HTML generators. And then underneath there will be the URL for whatever cloud service that you're using. Google Cloud, OneCloud, whatever the hell Apple's is. Doesn't matter. Whoever you're using, you're going to put that URL there. And that file that URL goes to is going to have their HTML generator or generators in there. And by doing that, you can do this on Etsy. You can do this on with PayHip, your own website if you want to. If you don't want to store a ton of things on your website, you're literally just going to give them, when they buy that product, they're automatically going to get that thank you script PDF thingy that actually has the link that they can click on. And it'll take you straight to it. It's that easy. Unfortunately, we cannot sell generators on Etsy. It would be nice, but they won't let you do it. So you're going to need your own website and or other services. And OnBrandly is one of those sites that will give you a lot of control, a lot of other options that most places aren't going to do that. And the cheapest email around that I've ever seen, to be perfectly honest. If I remember correctly, $10 will give you like, I think, 100. I don't know if Jax is here or not, but it was something like anywhere between 10,000 to 100,000 emails that you can send out for $10. You ain't gonna find that anywhere else. Quite a bit of automation with OnBrandly as well. You can literally load your own social media and have it post on your social media. It will also hook up to Printful and Printify, so that you make the product and boom, it automatically transfers over to your web page, your web store. No fuss, no muss. But we honestly need to do a lot more branding, folks. This is something that I want to teach people, that I want to make sure that you understand. This is why I've been harping on the Brand Bible. If you have not made yourself a Brand Bible yet, I have no idea what the fuck you're waiting for. You are hurting yourself without the Brand Bible, in all honesty. And if you go to my link in bio, you will find a free ebook on Brand Bibles and why you need it. And it will literally tell you exactly the exact command to use to build your Brand Bibles. Now, with the Brand Bible, there is a warning. And the warning is that this is almost set in stone. This is one of the very few marketing tools that is damn near set in stone. You want to make small, once you are actually happy with this, and you haven't really gone live with it, once you are happy using it, once you've read it and you're actually happy with it, you're not going to touch it for a while. You're not going to touch that Brand Bible for a good 6 months to a year. The reason is that over time, your Brand Bible will change. But it's small changes. It's the same thing when you're building websites. You don't want to make huge sweeping changes, because if you make huge sweeping changes, you are not going to know what is actually working and what isn't. You're just going to confuse and or piss off your target market. So you want small changes. Over time, some of the things that will change is your brand voice. You might find that you need to tighten your voice up just a little bit to resonate a little bit better with your target market. Your target market will shrink on you over time, which is a good thing. It is not a bad thing. Normally, when people first start off, they think, oh, I have to have this really ultra broad target market. That is utter bullshit that the gurus are trying to cram down your throat. You want to already kind of shrink your target market before you start. This is where your Brand Bible kind of comes in. Because you're going to say, okay, I know for the fact that I want to teach people, or I want to sell to people that are aged between 22 to, say, most people will say like 65. That's a little on the broad side. Then they're going to say, oh, I want to do both men and female. That gets too broad. So what you need to figure out is, first off, what orientation do you want to sell to, male or female? Now, I'm going to say this, and this is going to piss a few people off, and I do not care on this one. The only time that that honestly matters on what sexual orientation a person is if you are specifically targeting them. So, let's say that I just want to target women, 22 to 45 years old. I do not care if a trans person comes in, as long as they identify as a woman. If they say they're a woman, they are a woman. Same with if I'm running a website that sells men's clothing. Someone comes in and they say they're a man, guess what? They are a man. I don't care about the bits and bobs that they have on them. That's none of my damn business. If you say you were a man and you were on my website, then congratulations, you're a man. Don't care. The only time that the orientation of a person, actually their identity, whatever, actually matters when it comes to marketing and to your sales is if you are specifically targeting that group. As an example, say that I want to start selling products that are designed for trans men. Chest binders come to mind. So I am literally going to target a trans man that is pre-op specifically, because that is the only time I'm actually going to actively go after that, is if I am targeting that specific group. Beyond that, I honestly don't give a shit. If you come to my website and you say you're a man, congratulations, you're a man. If you come to my website and you say you're a woman, congratulations, you are a woman. I don't care. I do not care about how you identify. I do not care about your pronouns. He, she, them, it, B52, cat. I don't care. And personally, I've never cared about pronouns and whatnot. I'm old. Bite me. But the whole thing here is, when it comes to marketing, you've got to do two things. And I see a lot of people not doing this. The first one is, you need to take your emotions and tell them to sit in the corner. Your emotions have nothing to do with your brand. You can be excited, you can be happy and whatnot. But when you let your emotions take control, you are going to tank your business. You're going to tank your brand. Guaranteed. So you need to do your very best to tell your emotions to fuck off, go stand in the corner. When I'm ready for you, I will call you over. Then, and only then, should you be running a brand and or a business. Keep your emotions out of it. Because if you start letting your emotions run your business, you will crash and burn. I will guarantee you this. You need a cool head, a business head. This is where AI can also come in. You can literally say, okay, I need this, 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 and this, and it will keep the emotion out of it. It will help you keep your emotions under control. The other thing that I'm going to talk about before I head out is reviews. You want reviews. You want both good and bad reviews. Now, you're going to think, a lot of people are thinking, well, I don't want bad reviews. Well, guess what? You can't please everybody. You're going to piss off some people. You're going to have a product or two that turns out to be utter crap because the Printful or Printify has messed it up. It's just the nature of the beast. This is what happens. But you need to address these. You do not want to hide them. You don't want to delete them. You don't want to give yourself all 5-star reviews. No one's going to believe a brand has all 5 stars. It's not possible. You cannot please everybody. The only ones that you do want to hide, delete, whatever, are the trolls. And you're going to get trolls constantly. It just happens. But say someone, let's say that I decide that I'm going to start the Grumpy Marketer print-on-demand store. I have, let's say, 100 customers. Out of that 100 customers, I get, let's say, 40 print-on-demand. I get 40 5 and 4-star reviews. But then all of a sudden, I have 10, 3, 2, and a couple of 1 comments. I'm actually going to comment more on the 3s, 2s, and 1s than I will be the 4s and 5s. I will still comment or I will like the 4s and 5s to show that I'm paying attention. But the 3s, the 2s, and the 1s, those are the ones that I'm going to reach out to on my website. I'm not going to hide those. I'm literally going to say, okay, say like one of the 3 ones that someone says, well, the product was really good, but the shipping wasn't on time. It was like 2 or 3 days late, or it was a week late. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to apologize for the shipping. Even though that I have no control over the shipping, I'm going to apologize and say, hey, really sorry about that. And I'm going to say we were right there with you, tracking it the whole entire way. Because of this, we are switching to a different shipping company. Once again, we apologize for that, or I apologize for that, depending on how you want to voice this. And, I would leave it at that. But if I get a 1 or 2 star comment, a review that says, oh, I got this product, the mug came, it was completely broken, I will apologize for our shipper, and I will say, hey, reach out and DM us, and we will make this right. I will send them a discount code, and I will actually, if it was actually broken in transit, you got a couple options. You can do the right thing, which the right thing is actually giving them another mug, just as an example, and say, hey, we really apologize, even though we are not responsible for shipping once it leaves our store. We understand how frustrating that is. We are actually sending you a brand new mug free of charge. It's the same with the 1-star reviews. They say, hey, I brought this t-shirt. It has this really hideous smell to it. The design is all cracked and faded already. That's a print. That would be 100% on Printify for print on demand. I will not, though, say, oh, that's 100% on Printify's fault. I have no control over that. Sorry for your loss. Fuck off. I am not doing that. I am literally going to apologize. I will take the blame for it, because the buck has to stop with you. There is no saying, oh, my supplier screwed up, or, oh, our shipping department screwed up. There is no passing the buck. If you want to actually build a brand that people will stand behind every single time, you are going to stand tall for this brand. You are literally going to say, okay, this fucked up. Even though we never saw it, I'm just going to say, hey, have you reached out to our email department? If not, is it okay if I reach out to you via DM? I really want to fix this. And you're going to give them a new t-shirt. You're going to apologize. You're even going to actually, once you get a photo, mind you, you're going to literally ask them nicely for a photo of the product so that you can actually see how the product looks. If it is as they say, described wise, I'm going to do two things. One, I'm going to tell them, hey, I'm really sorry. Please keep the shirt and dispose of it as you want to help reduce both of our carbon footprints, which is basically secret code for I don't want to deal with returns, keep it to yourself. Then I'm going to send them I'm going to give them two options. I'm going to say, hey, would you like a refund or would you like me to send you a new shirt? Free of charge. I will cover shipping, everything. Yeah, that's going to bite into your profits a little bit, but that is the nature of this business. So if they say, yes, please, I really like the design, I would like a t-shirt, you're going to send them a brand new t-shirt. I would even go so far as to give them between 10 to 20% off their next purchase to make it so that they come in and they will want to buy a new product from you. But I am going to stand tall behind my brand. I don't care what the screw up is, even though I've never handled any of the products, I've never seen the actual products, I will still stand behind my brand and say, okay, we fucked up. How can I make it better for you? This is the whole thing. Thanks, Joe. This is the whole thing. You need to be proud of your brand. You need to be in control of your own emotions. Do not let the ones and twos reviews get you all down in the dumps and all mortaling and whatnot and say, well, I give up because, Joe Blow actually doesn't like my brand, doesn't like the merchandise. Don't let your emotions get into it. Do your best to literally pull your emotions back and say, hey, it is what it is. But don't hide from the negative reviews. The other thing, if you are running paid ads, let's say you're running a paid ad here on TikTok. Someone comments on your ad. You are actually going to comment back to them. You are actually going to show that you are paying attention, that you are engaging with your target market. It's the same with posts. If someone likes your post and makes a comment, you can either comment back or at the very least, you want to like their comment. I try to comment back to the people that comment on my post. I try to actually comment to it. At the very least, I'm going to like their comment. So, this way you are showing that this brand is engaged with their customers. They understand your customers. You want to make sure that everybody feels like you're paying attention to them, that they are quote unquote special. This is how you get repeat customers constantly. It takes time. It really does. So you have to really invest in your brand. You don't have to spend a ton of money, mind you, when you're first starting off. You are going to have to spend some money, though. So have some fun. Enjoy what you're building. Enjoy what you're selling. But keep yourself in control. Keep your emotions in check. Beyond that, if you guys have questions, by the way, feel free to DM or ask while I'm on live. I do not bite. As I said, I only bite two people, and that's the wife and the mailman. Now, mind you, the mailman has threatened me with bear mace the last couple of times, so I might have to find another way of getting his attention to make him stop sending me bills. But the bastard deserves to be bit. He keeps bringing me bills. I mean, literally, yesterday he brought me a bill to my door. Mind you, he was handing it to me with a very long, pointy stick at the other end. Poor mailman, my ass is more poor my wallet. I don't want to be paying bills. Stop bringing me bills. If the bills don't show up, I don't have to pay them. If he doesn't want me to chase him and bite him, stop sending me bills. Simple as that. It's a simple request, I think. And the wife deserves to be bit because she married me. So I don't care about the messenger. He still deserves to be bit. I cannot bite a corporation. I can bite him. So it makes me feel better. I did tell him that if he wanted to buy a chainmail suit of armor, I would make him one. He flipped me off. I don't know why. Man has no sense of humor, I tell you. So, again, if you guys have questions, feel free to DM me. Join the rabbit hole if you haven't. The link is in my bio. The generator factory is there as well. Again, $500 for 4 people and 4 people only, and then the price jumps to $1,005. I will have the TikTok factory up on my store later today. It will actually include the brain dump. Price standalone wise is it will be $115 as a standalone product. And that includes 2 programs. I've been using the brain dump a fair bit of late just because I get some really screwball ideas and I don't want to forget them. So I will literally just fire my computer up, turn my mic on, and start chatting away. My wife thinks I've already lost my brain, but hey, I don't care. But this way I have a way of organizing my thoughts. I can expand on them if I want to. And it just saves me a fair bit of time, and I don't have to cover my entire screen with sticky notes to where I only have one little tiny square that I can see my entire screen through. So, other than that, I thank you all for hanging with me. And again, if you have questions, let me know. I will be live tomorrow. Not sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually have to look at my new TikTok factory and look at that month-long content and see what it suggests. By the way, the entire month's content cost me, I think, 30 cents, if that, all total. Fast, easy, all on brand for my grumpy ass. All because of my brand Bible. Make your brand Bible already. You'll have a good day, good night, whatever happens to be, and we'll see you on the other side. Cool. Yeah. Yep. Yep. I need to actually end my live on TikTok. I mean on YouTube here.